Welcome back to Dial a Dietitian, episode number 15. Today we're talking to Tony Stephan, who runs a private practice in Michigan. So hey everybody, welcome back. I am here with Tony from Michigan. So Tony, go ahead and introduce yourself to us and let us know what inspired you to become a dietitian.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what's going on, guys? My name is Tony Stephan. I'm a registered dietitian, personal trainer. I own an online coaching and consulting company. So I coach people from my home office here. What inspired me to be a dietitian? So long story short, I grew up, it was just my dad and I. We didn't have a lot of money. So it's just the two of us. So we ate fast food a lot. That was just kind of like something we did. You know, we were two Italian guys, couldn't cook. So that's what we did. So growing up, I didn't have the best nutritional habits. I kind of dealt with a lot of stuff as a kid. My mom had left home. So I had a lot of like built up frustration and anger and energy around that. So my dad taught me weightlifting as a way to kind of naturally alleviate the frustration stuff. And I really got into it. I really loved it. And I was really fascinated by the nutrition component of it as well. And I saw what a positive impact health and fitness had on my life, like eating right, exercising, things like that, how it helped me cope with what I was going through. It kind of sparked this passion to want to help others going through rough situations in life, low self-confidence, things like I was going through, whatever, to use it as an outlet like I did. So I started personal training at 18, did that all through college while getting my RD. And I wanted to be able to help people kind of with both. Like dietitians refer to trainers, trainers refer to RD. So I wanted to be able to help people both ways, and that's how I got into it.
Oh yeah, very cool. So it kind of sounds like you were able to kind of take a situation, glean some positive from it, and then turn it into a career, which is really cool.
Yeah, definitely. I think most like health and fitness professionals, they got started in it because of something in their life, like a pain or whatever. They use fitness as like a way to overcome challenges or adversity or like depression, things like that. So I think those make the best coaches, definitely.
Definitely. Yeah. So in your time as a dietitian, tell us about what sorts of jobs or projects you've taken on.
Yeah. So I think it'll be 4 years in August. I got my RD right before my 23rd birthday. Yeah. So it'll be like about 4 years in August. So right out of college, I took a job at, I never say the company, but Lifetime Fitness. And it was a 100% commission job, which is very common in health and fitness. So I was very blessed. I moved up very quickly there because I performed really well. So I was just a registered dietitian and trainer. Then I became a club manager, and then I became a regional manager, and I was in charge of like 7 clubs. And I was 25, and I have like zero management background. So it's kind of funny. That's just how it works in big box gyms. It's like, oh, you're a really good coach, so you should manage. It's like, oh, you manage, okay, so you should run like 10 clubs, you know? So that was a debacle and also a really good thing because I had to learn really quickly about management and all that. And it set me up for success as owning my own business. So I did that. I was doing extremely well. I was making really good income. It's very comfortable, but then I didn't have fulfillment. I knew to be fulfilled, I'd have to do what I'm doing now, have my own name on the door, run my own company, and help people beyond Novi, Michigan, where I was at. So I hired a coach, flew out to California, got a game plan for all that. And June of last year, I quit that job and I solely went online as an online dietitian and coach. And I've been doing that ever since.
Great. And
Yeah.
so then in your practice, do you target any certain clientele, or who are you usually working with?
Yeah, that's a good question. So always, for whatever reason, I've always worked like predominantly with women. It's just the way it's always been. So I would say women, high performing, action taking, badass women is the way I explain it. And men, but that's who I like to work with. So I don't do like the kids or the geriatrics or anything like that. It's usually ideally people in their mid 20s to like early 30s or late or mid 30s. And just like high performing individuals who are successful in other areas of their life, but then just are so busy or just for whatever reason can't figure out the nutrition and health thing. That's kind of where I come in.
Okay, very
Yeah.
cool. Cool. So in your work in nutrition, what excites you the most?
That's a really good question. Just seeing people go through a transformation. That's what I always say. I always say I'm in the business of transformations. I'm not in the business of like 4-day diet or 4-day diets, 4-week diets, or like 30-day quick fixes, things like that. I love it. It's kind of like kind of like being an architect. Like I like seeing someone like start off here and then seeing that finished product, and not just aesthetically. Yeah, it's cool to help a woman get a 6-pack of abs and look like hot in a bikini. That's cool. But the confidence she feels and the way she feels and like how that improves to how she delivers her meeting presentations in the boardroom. That's where the real transformation is. And like, just when people say like, you gave me my life back, or you gave me my confidence back, like that's amazing. That's what's really cool about it.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of dietitians kind of have that same sentiment of like we enjoy a lot of, or at least a lot of dietitians enjoy really helping people, and being able to kind of be the catalyst for somebody's transformation is really, really cool.
For sure. Absolutely. That's the best part.
Definitely. Cool. Well, if somebody is thinking about becoming a dietitian, what would be kind of your first line of advice for them?
That's a good one. I would say, and I've been asked this question before, like document everything and learn for free. Like, so my biggest advantage was I had spent years coaching people as a personal trainer, but still coaching. That's the aspect of coaching, like helping someone get from point A to point B before I ever got my RD. So it wasn't specifically nutrition, but I still had that hands-on experience. So like document your journey, I think with Instagram and YouTube and stuff like this, right? We've never met, but we're connecting because of Instagram. So document your journey, put out content as soon as possible, but then like coach people for free, especially if you want to go into weight loss and fitness and performance, which, you know, a lot of dietetic rotations don't speak about. Get hands-on experience, coach your cousins, coach your friends, like whatever, coach yourself. I mean, you know, get that hands-on experience before you charge for it. So then you at least have like a book of experience and even some testimonials. If you can get testimonials, that's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, really solid advice because everything kind of plays into what you do in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Well, if we want to connect with you, where can we find you on social media? And then tell us about anything else you want us to know.
Yeah. So Tony Stephan Dietitian on all platforms. So pretty simple: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And then my website, TonyStephanDietitian.com. So my email is TonyStephanDietitian@gmail. So however, I love connecting with dietitians, students, whatever. It's fun. Yeah.
Cool. And then you have a podcast as well, correct?
Yeah, so I just launched a podcast, and hopefully you'll come on it and talk because I love what you're doing. So it was called The Wealthy Dietitian, but I renamed it as School of Success, really because kind of like this, like I think what you're doing is creating a resource for future RDs or current RDs who want to learn more. I'm doing the same, to where when I was in school, I wanted to learn about fat loss, nutrition, and online business. Like no one was talking about those things, especially no registered dietitians, especially no registered dietitians who were doing it, who were living it. So it's like, I want to put together a resource, not just for dietitians, but for anyone who wants to learn more about like just like school of success. So like what successful people doing, RDs and non-RDs are doing in all realms of health and fitness, and how they can take a little bit from each and like form their path. So yeah, School of Success on iTunes podcast.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, and I'll link all those down below so you guys can check them out. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Tony, for joining us today, and we will see you guys next week.
Awesome. Thank you.
Next week on Dial a Dietitian.
I am a long-term care dietitian. That's my current setting. And I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. And what inspired me to become a registered dietitian, I would say definitely started in high school. It was so much pressure to just kind of fit in, fit a certain body image.